Today we're gonna try and make my riding experience at least just a little bit better, and this time it doesn't have anything to do with the motorcycle itself. This time we're talking about Bluetooth intercoms. Meet my friend, the Senna 20S. Now, we've been through a lot together. I've had this for 3 years now. I absolutely cannot imagine riding a motorcycle without it on, but it's never really been love at first sight. It was more like, what do they call that, Dave, when you fall in love with your hostage? Or Stockholm Syndrome, that's a pretty good explanation of it. It does pretty much exactly what it promises on paper, apart from the range maybe, but to be fair, no Bluetooth intercom actually sticks to the range that they claim, but that was never a big issue. There were all these little tiny irritating things that you learned along the way, and when you went to research them online, you saw that you were part of a much larger community that had the same problems. One of them is the dreaded popcorn noise or the crackling noise. That's when you get intermittent crackling or popping noises when talking to another rider. Now the web is full of people unhappy with this. I'm one of them. Senna knows about it. Senna hasn't done anything about it. Another issue was that I always had to be careful. If it started raining, I couldn't just continue riding. I had to stop, take it off, put it somewhere safe, because officially it is not waterproof. Practically, it is waterproof. Trust me on that. But if something were to happen, Senna would not send you a replacement unit because, again, officially it's not waterproof. Battery life. Although the battery life is good to very decent actually, you get close to no warning when your battery is about to die. You get an audio voice that tells you battery low, and then a minute or maximum 2 minutes later, the unit will die. But now, probably because of my abuse towards it for the past 3 years, it is on its last legs and it's time for me to get another one. Enter this bad boy. I've never owned a Cardo. I don't have friends that own Cardos, but from everything I know about Senna and everything else I've read online, this is the one that's gonna make me happy. Why not go for the Senna 30K, you say? It's newer than the 20S, obviously better. Well, not quite. I do have some experience with the 30K, a couple of my friends do have it, and the moment the 20S works better than the 30K, then you realize that the 30K is not actually the one to go for. What I'm saying is that all of these are mainly software bugs, but Senna has had absolutely no intention on fixing any of the real issues so far. So when it came time to choose, I'm jumping ship. Alright, so my plan for today and for the next couple of days is to take the Senna out of this helmet, put this one in, and spend the next couple of days playing around with it, see if there are any of these, I call them software quirks, anything that would take me from love at first sight to Stockholm Syndrome victim. Alright, step number 1, let's see what we get inside the box. It's a beautiful box, it says open over here, no magnetic stuff, just a flap. That is quite pretty. Straight to business, eh, Cardo? Open the box, first thing you see is the unit itself. This is a double pack, a duo pack I think they call it, so you pretty much get 2 of everything. Packaging, a nice sticker, a nice thank you card, installation guide, safety information so you don't accidentally cut yourself with the units. Pocket guide. This is not actually a bad idea to keep this with you on the bike until you figure out all the different voice commands and everything, so you don't get frustrated. Alright, then we have 2 packs. These should be all of the accessories, and that is it. So in one pack you would get the unit itself, a mic for a full face helmet, a hybrid mic that will work on flip-up helmets like the one we're going to put it in, 1 mounting plate, another mounting plate in case this one doesn't work on your helmet, speakers, these little velcro pads that you can use to distance the speakers from the helmet, more sticky pads, a USB charging cable, and some cleaning pads. First we start by removing the old Senna 20S and saying goodbye to it. Uninstallation is pretty straightforward. The difference in speaker sizes fills us with hope for the future. Next we dry mount the sticky plate, making sure our placement is correct and that nothing gets in the way of the other helmet controls. peel off your 3M tape, stick the mounting plate on the helmet, insert the unit, and sit back in amazement of how cool your helmet looks now. Next up, locate your helmet speaker holes, stick the included Velcro strip in there, and place your first speaker. Then run the cable connecting the second speaker through the top of your helmet. This will improve radio reception, and repeat the process on the other side. Connect your speaker cable to the unit's 3.5-inch jack, and then do a bit of cable management. And the last bit is the microphone. Whether you're using the full face helmet one or the open face helmet, there are Velcro straps for both of them. Find a good place to secure them. Remember that the open face helmet microphone needs to come out in front of your mouth. And lastly, plug the microphone cable into the unit. After another bit of cable management and putting your liner back, feel free to put your helmet on and enjoy a snippet of your favorite music. 2 months. That's how long it's been since we shot the installation part, the first part of the video. A true testament to how far human laziness can actually go. Lots of stuff has happened in the meantime. I lost a bunch of weight. We're filming on a completely different camera now, so everything might look different. Better, but different. But there is one good part in all of this. I've had 2 months to test exactly how the Packtalk Bold behaves in real world situations. The thing that surprised me the most about the Packtalk Bold is how good the voice recognition actually works. The only time I'm actually touching the thing is when I turn it on or turn it off. Apart from that, everything else is done with the voice recognition. Playing my music, turning my volume up, skipping the next track, everything that you will need to do, voice recognition works perfectly. Now, the buttons are quite big and they are designed to be a little bit harder to push. They offer quite a bit of resistance, which is good when you're wearing gloves. But I've noticed there's actually no reason to touch the thing since voice recognition works, as advertised. It works without a problem even with my accent. Just imagine how it would work with UK accents or US accents. Now, the next big thing is the quality of the speakers. Cardo has talked a lot about the JBL. They've put a lot of effort into letting us know how good they actually are. They're not mind-blowing, but they are the best helmet sound system that I've ever heard. The problem with figuring out how good sound quality is that you get used to it. The first time that I put them on, I remember I was blown away. There was no distortion whatsoever. It doesn't matter how high I cranked it up. The amount of bass and the quality of the bass is what actually blew me away. The problem with this is that when you listen to them every day, it just becomes usual. But there are those little moments in a song, for example, when there's a lot of bass in it, and all of a sudden you remember how it felt to put them on the first time, because who doesn't like bass? So as a conclusion for the speakers only, they are very good. They're not extremely loud. There were a couple of times where I would have wished for them to be a little bit louder, but that's not really a very healthy thing to do. Their bass is very good and their clarity is very good. So compared to my 20Ss, they are a lot better. Compared to the 30K speakers from Sena, we're gonna do a comparison video with those two. Make sure you subscribe to catch that. I'm very happy, extremely happy. This is what I'm always afraid of in technology. But I'm very happy that I did not find in these 2 months that I've been using it any hidden quirks, any stupid software oversight. Everything works pretty much as advertised, which is exactly what I'm looking for in any technology that I invest into. I don't want any surprises from it. I want it to work exactly as it says. Intercom pairing using the dynamic mesh is very easy to do with the app. Again, you don't have to touch the unit at all. You just have to configure your groups within the app. People will join. And then the nice part is that you can switch in between groups if you've got other people that you want to talk to without somebody else hearing you. These are the things that I appreciate the most when I go out riding. I want to enjoy the ride and not have to faff around with all sorts of technology on the bike or on the helmet. And unfortunately, Sena never provided that for me. There was always some little thing that didn't work properly, or again, imagine not being able to take phone calls because every time the unit rang, it would just scare the shit of you being at 300% volume. These kind of surprises are what I don't appreciate, and luckily the Packtalk doesn't come with any surprises, which is good. This time, no surprises is good. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you would like to know about it that I haven't covered in this video. We've put Amazon affiliate links in the description, so take a look there if you're interested in a system like this. Well, that's the show, everybody. Give it a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming a patron to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.